Hey, it's Jacob Light back again with another video. Now as you can see, I'm actually kind of sweaty and tired right now because, so for today's video, I'm going to be showing my CNET game collection, all my CNET games. That's why I'm all sweaty and tired, because I had to drag all my CNET games out from my board game room to my couch in my loft here. Yeah, I actually did a CNET game collection once before. Actually checked recently, it was like 3 months ago, and but I decided to do like an updated version, I guess, because I've gotten quite a few new CNET games since the last time I did a CNET game collection video. And then in the last CNET game collection video I did, I showed like every single little piece in each of the boxes and stuff, but that took a little too long. The video ended up being like a little over an hour long, I think an hour and 7 minutes long to be exact, so in order for it to be more efficient and faster and stuff, I'm just going to show the fronts and backs of each of the boxes. I'm not going to open the boxes and show each piece and stuff. I have like 2 big stacks of CNET games in front of me here. You can't see them because they're off screen and stuff, but one stack that's like right in front of me, it looks like it's about to like topple on top of me or something, but I'm just going to be careful here, so... And I guess I'll just put the CNET games on the floor when I'm done with them. Okay, so the first game I wanted to show, these are in no particular order, by the way, it's just in random order, but yeah, anyways, this first thing again I wanted to show is Nick CNET, or Nickelodeon CNET, whatever you want to call it, and yeah, it's a fun one. It's one of my favorite ones. If you don't know what CNET is, by the way, it's a DVD board game. It's like, each CNET game is like trivia about a different thing, like it could be Nickelodeon, or Disney, or Harry Potter, stuff like that. But yeah, it has a lot of classic Nickelodeon shows on it. Nothing like iCarly or Victorious or Big Time Rush or anything like that, though, because this game came out before any of those shows came out. But this has stuff like Drake and Josh, SpongeBob Unfabulous, you can see there, and also like Zoey 101, Rugrats, All Grown Up, Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, Jimmy Neutron, Avatar, Cat Scratch, stuff like that. It's mainly cartoons and stuff. There's a couple of live action shows mixed in there. But when this CNET game came out, there was mainly just animated shows on Nickelodeon when this game came out. But yeah, that's that. Just put that on the floor, like so. Alright. Okay. This next one is Disney Channel CNET. This has a lot of the classic Disney Channel shows and movies, like, as you can see here, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Cheetah Girls, Hannah Montana, Cory in the House, That's So Raven, High School Musical, Wizard of Waverly Place, all the classics. And there's the back. Phineas and Ferb, you can see there. It's kind of like in contrast to Nickelodeon. Seeing Nickelodeon CNET was mainly cartoons with a couple of live action shows mixed in. The Disney Channel CNET is mainly live action shows with a couple of cartoons mixed in there. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to say the Nickelodeon CNET is basically my brother's go-to CNET game. Okay, there we go. I play CNET games with my brother all the time, and Nickelodeon CNET is his go-to CNET game. That's his favorite CNET game. This next one is... Oh, it's upside down. I'll fix that in a minute. Okay, so this next one is just regular Disney, with like Disney movies and stuff. Yeah, it's all the classic Disney movies and stuff. I'm obviously a pretty big Disney fan, as you can see. One of the stacks of CNET games just like toppled over a minute ago. I'll have to fix that. But yeah, I don't really have that much time, so I'm not gonna like stop the video to fix that or anything. But yeah, that's that. Next up is Deluxe Seinfeld CNET. I've actually never seen Seinfeld at all in my life. So you might be wondering why I have a Seinfeld CNET, but I've never seen Seinfeld. Well, that's because I randomly found it in a thrift store once, and I wasn't planning on getting it because I wasn't really that interested in it. But I was with my mom, and she was like, "Oh, go ahead and get it. It's a CNET game you don't have." And I think we were at a Goodwill or something, and my mom was like, all board games are only like 99 cents at Goodwill, you might as well get it, it's one you don't have. And I was like, alright, whatever. But yeah, that's that. You can see what all the pieces look like in like the pictures on the back here. on the back of each of the boxes, by the way. Okay. This next one is Harry Pulse has seen it. The DVD game, obviously, as you can see there. I'm a really, really big Harry Potter fan. Harry Potter is one of my favorite things in the world, so obviously I had to have Harry Potter seen it. This particular Harry Potter seen it game only has stuff mainly from the first 3 movies, and then a little bit of things from the 4th movie mixed in there. As you can see down here, it says includes bonus images, questions, and puzzlers from the 4th movie, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Yeah, images, puzzlers, and questions. Sorry, not images, questions, and puzzlers. Anyway. Oh, I didn't show that back. There's the back. This next one is the newest Seen It game. This is just regular old movie Seen It, but this actually just came out like last year, because they had to stop making Seen It games for a while, and like they mainly made Seen It games in like the early to mid 2000s. Well, actually, it went into like the late to like the early 2010s, because I think the last few Seen It games were made in like 2011. 2010, 2011, yeah, and then they stopped making Seen It games because the company that made Seen It games, Screen Life, shut down. But then this company called GameStar Plus, as you can see on here, or Imagination Games, on the top right there, they like revived the Seen It games, and they made this newer version of the regular movie Seen It game. But the thing with this newer movie Seen It game is it's not a DVD game anymore. It's like a streaming game, so you have to download a Seen It app on your phone, and then you have to like stream it to the TV. It's definitely a lot worse than just putting in a DVD and playing the game with that. But yeah, there's the back, by the way. I almost forgot to show the back. But yeah, I don't know if this company, GameStar Plus / Imagination Gaming, I don't know if that company's planning on making any more new Seen It games, or if this is just a one-time thing. I mean, I obviously really hope that they're planning on making other new Seen It games, but I don't know. You never know. Anyways, this next one is 80s Seen It. Yeah, I don't really know too terribly much about the 80s or anything, but I just thought it'd be a pretty cool one to have. So, yeah. Some Seen It games that I have, like some Seen It games I like actually play, I actually know a lot of the stuff about, but then some Seen It games that I have are like, I don't really know that much about the topic other than just more for like display, and I just think they'd be like really cool to have. Yeah, some of these are really just sort of like to put on display that I think just look really cool, and I don't really know much about the topic of them, you know? Anyways, this next one is Deluxe Movie 2nd Edition Seen It. This is basically a second edition of the original movie Seen It. And, yeah. And I actually have the regular version of the movie 2nd Edition Seen It as well. I guess I don't really need this version since I have the deluxe version, but I guess it's cool to have both versions. But, yeah. Okay, there we go. This next one is Music Seen It. I got this one for Christmas, and I thought I would need quite a bit of the music from it. But a lot of the music in this is like really, really old music from like the 60s, 70s, 80s, right around there, 90s, around there. I think there's like a little bit of recent music in here, well, not recent music, because this actually isn't a new game. It's a pretty old game, but at least like, I meant like 2000s music. I think there's a little bit that mixed in there, but it's mainly older stuff from like 60s, 70s, 80s. But yeah, so I knew less stuff in this particular game than I thought I would. But yeah. This next one is Comedy Movie Seen It. This is pretty similar to the regular movies seen it, but just specifically comedy movies. So, yeah. And, okay, I noticed on the top left it says Kohl's. I don't know if this was originally, like, I don't know if this originally, like, exclusively came out in Kohl's stores or something, that's why it says Kohl's. The top left there, I don't really know. I don't know if, like, Kohl's and CNET had a little partnership back in the day or something. I don't really know. And this is the last one in my first stack. This is TV CNET. Now, similar to the music CNET, I thought I would, when I first got this, I thought I would know more in this because I watched a lot of TV, but a lot of the TV shows in this are like from the 60s, 70s, 80s, even like 50s, I think, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, right around there. Yeah, I think I know a little more in the music scene than I do the TV scene, but this one is still cool to have, though. This is actually, just a little story time. I used to be a really big CNET fan when I was younger, when I was a kid, when I was a wee lad. Yeah, I used to have a couple of CNET games when I was younger, but then I kind of lost them. I don't know if they were put into the storage in my garage or something, but yeah, I basically didn't have them anymore. So I kind of, since I didn't really have those CNET games anymore when I was younger, I guess I became less and less of a CNET fan because I didn't really have access to the CNET games. But then as I got older, I found CNET games in like thrift stores and stuff, and I became a big fan again, I guess. This is actually the first CNET game that I found in a thrift store that I guess revived my interest in CNET games, if you will. Yeah, that's that. Almost got to show the back. Okay. Now I have to go off camera for a second. I have to reach over here to my second stack, which toppled over a few minutes ago. Okay, so I got the second stack and stacked up over again. That's alright, I can reach them from here. Okay, so yeah, I got my second stack of CNET games over here. Sorry that took a little too long. You probably just like fast forwarded to the part in the video where I came back, but yeah. I could have told you that before I went to get the second stack. You can just fast forward in the video to get to the part where I come back. But anyways, yeah. So next CNET game I have here is Turner Classic Movies Edition CNET. Now this CNET game is in like a really big box and stuff, and all the pieces are like bigger for some reason. But yeah, this one I knew I wasn't gonna like know anything from. This one of the ones where I just thought would be cool to like put on display, just cool to have. I don't really know that much about the top of it, but yeah, I almost forgot to show it back. There it is. Because I haven't really watched any like really old movies before. The only movie that's in this that I've really watched is Wizard of Oz. That's about it. Okay. Oh, and that's like one of the more recent ones I got that wasn't in my first Seen It collection video. Was the Turner Classic Movies Seen It. This next one is the very first Seen It game, the original Seen It game. And by the way, before I show any more Seen It games, if you hear any little like noise in the background, like birds or chirping or something, that's because the windows in my house are open to like let air in and stuff. So if you hear like little noises like that in the background, that's why. Anyways, yeah, like I said, this is the original, very first Seen It game. Right there. Just like in general, just about like movies and stuff. You can see Shrek right there. And I don't really recognize the other two movies that are on the box. But, yeah. This one is another more recent one that I got. Oops, so sit down. Okay, yeah, like I said, this one's one of the most recent ones I've gotten. This is Glee Seen It. Now, I wasn't a fan of Glee at all, like, say, a few months ago, but, recently, like, I think in, like, December, my brother kind of, like, got me into Glee. I decided to try watching the first episode with him, and I got hooked on it, and that was in December, and just a couple months later in February, and, like, at the beginning of season 4 of the show, and there's 6 seasons, so I've gone through basically half the show in 2 months, so, yeah, in another couple of months, I should be done with the whole show. I should have, like, binge-watched the whole show, but anyways, yeah, so after I got hooked on Glee, I found out that there was a Glee Seen It, and I was like, well, no way, I gotta have that. But yeah, but actually, I think only the first couple of seasons of Glee were out when this game came out, because this game came out in 2011, and the show Glee only came out in like 2009. There were 6 seasons in total. So when this game came out in 2011, only the first 2 seasons of Glee were out. So they weren't really able to include that much in this game since only the first 2 seasons were out. So to I guess to compensate for that, if you will, they put some like general music trivia in here too, along with the Glee trivia. So yeah, I don't know why I moved my hand like that. Anyway, there's a price tag on here that says collectible, very good. This was something that I ordered from Amazon myself. Anyways, that's that. This one is another one of the most recent ones I've gotten. This is The Simpsons Seen It. I believe this is the deluxe version as well. Yeah, it says on the back, deluxe edition. Oh, the Seen It Games was moving. It's on there. Anyways. But yeah, this one I got for my birthday from my mom, and this one was from Amazon for my birthday from my mom, and this one's actually new, like brand new in the packaging. I don't think I had gotten any Seen It games before that were like brand new in the packaging, besides the newer Seen It game from last year. But besides that, I haven't gotten any Seen It games that are like brand new in the packaging. And plus, this is the deluxe edition too, which is cool. But I don't actually know too terribly much about The Simpsons because I haven't really watched The Simpsons that much. But I thought this would be a really cool one to have. I've watched a few episodes of The Simpsons. I know a little bit about The Simpsons. But yeah, I think you see this is the deluxe edition. It says deluxe edition right there. Deluxe edition includes bonus trivia cards, Simpsons tokens, party play, all of that. All that jazz. Just a few more here. This next one is another more recent one of the most recent ones I've gotten. This is Seen It Squabble. This is like it's not like a specific, something about, like a specific topic about like a show or movie or whatever. This is like, it's like a boys versus girls kind of thing, or men versus women, whatever you want to call it. But, yeah. This one I had actually intended to order from Amazon along with, I ordered the Glee Seen It and the Turner Classic Movie Seen It at the same time, and I intended to order the Seen It Squabble game at the same time on Amazon along with those two, but the order for this particular game kept getting canceled for some reason. I don't know if they just didn't have it in stock, like they thought they did. They thought they had it in stock at first and they didn't. I don't really know, but yeah, then not too long after I ordered those 2 Seen It games, the Glee and Turner Classic Movies Seen It, I came across this at a thrift store, I went to a thrift store with my mom and sister, and they just happened to have the one Cena game I wasn't able to order, Cena Squabble, and I was like, oh wow, it's a design, I have to get this. So, yeah, that's that, and this is probably my mom's favorite Cena, actually. She actually knew a lot in this game when we played it together. This next one is Sports Cena, powered by ESPN, as you can see. This is another one that I don't really know that much about the topic. I just thought it'd be cool to have. I certainly found this in a thrift store, and I was like, oh, I don't have this one, so alright, I'll get it. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I know a little bit more about sports than I do about, say, Seinfeld or the Turner Classic Movies, but still, I don't really know that much about sports at all, because I haven't really been interested in watching sports. I don't even really like playing any sports besides like basketball or bowling or golf. Well, actually, I named like 3 sports that I like playing, so I guess I kind of like playing sports, just don't like watching sports. But yeah, that's that. It says the DVD is hosted by ESPN's Dan Patrick, so I guess this is kind of a collaboration between ESPN and CNET, which is cool. Just got like 4 more here. This is definitely a lot more efficient and faster than the first CNET game collection video I did. Next one I have is CNET Junior. This one is very nostalgic for me. It's one of the very first CNET games I ever got when I was younger. And then I found another version as I got like older and stuff. But yeah, like I said, CNET Junior is one of those CNET games I played the most when I was younger, so this one is very nostalgic for me. But yeah, this is more of like a kid-oriented CNET game. Something about this particular CNET game, though, is that I've read online that a lot of people that have played this game before, they found the music in this game and like the sound effects and stuff like really creepy and scary. I mean, I can see why they think that, but I don't really think that the music and sound effects and stuff is creepy or scary or whatever. But I can see why they think that. Yeah, this has more kid-oriented stuff. Like I said, like we have Scrap from Ice Age right there, Ice Age, and I think this might be like Big Fat Liar or something like that. I don't know if any of you have ever seen that movie. And then that's Amanda Bynes right there, as you can see. That actually might also be from Big Fat Liar, or it might be from one of Amanda Bynes' other movies, like She's the Man or something like that. Anyway, that's that. Okay, this next one is actually a deluxe version of the original movie CNET. As you can see up here, it says this deluxe edition comes with 2 DVDs, more trivia cards, more tokens, and more fun. And up here it says CNET won a Game of the Year at the Toy of the Year Awards. So yeah, that's that. The back looks more or less the same as the original regular movie edition of CNET. That's that. Just 2 more here. This is the second to last one. This one's one of my favorites. This is Disney Magical Moments. And this is actually the deluxe version, as you can see on the top left there. I don't think I actually knew this was the deluxe version. I thought it was just the regular version. So I never knew this was the deluxe version, actually. But yeah, this is Disney Magical Moments. This is basically a newer version of the Disney CNET with like Disney movies and stuff. But this is a little bit newer, so it has some stuff that like some movies and stuff that weren't in the original Disney CNET. So yeah. I don't know why I keep moving my hand like that. Anyway. But yeah. Both the original Disney CNET and this Disney Magical Moments CNET are also very nostalgic for me as well, along with the CNET Junior game. So yeah. That's that. And this is the very last one. This is also one of the most recent ones I got. This is actually we have to say the best for last. This is actually my favorite CNET game. I just got this for Christmas last year. This is Harry Potter, The Complete Cinematic Journey CNET. Now, I had wanted this for the longest time. Like, this was like the one scene again that I was like, I have to have this at some point. Like, I don't know if I was gonna like find it at a thrift store or whatever. Like, for the longest time, I'd hoped to like randomly find this particular scene again at like a thrift store or something. It would have been a very good find, but I never found it at a thrift store or anything. But I'd asked for this game for my birthday or Christmas the past few years, for quite a few years. I finally got it last year for Christmas from my mom. It's probably like one of the most expensive scenic games on like Amazon and stuff. That's where my mom got it, was Amazon. But yeah, the first Harry Potter scenic game, the original Harry Potter scenic game that I showed earlier, like I said, only had like the first 3 movies and like a few little things from the 4th one. But this one has stuff from every single Harry Potter movie. This is like the ultimate Harry Potter trivia game right here. And then I know there's also like a Harry Potter 2nd edition that came in between that original Harry Potter scenic game and this game. But that one is like, it's basically almost the exact same as the original Harry Potter scene. It's just like the Harry Potter 2nd edition is like just mainly the first 4 movies and like a little bit of stuff from the 5th one. But yeah, that's that. And similarly, there's a Disney 2nd edition scenic game that came in between the original Disney scenic game and the Disney Magical Moments scenic game. That one might be cool to have, actually. That might have a lot more Disney stuff on it. Anyway, so that's actually it for my scenic game collection. This was a lot faster and efficient than my first scenic game collection video that I did, where I just showed like every single little piece in each of the boxes and stuff. But yeah, I have actually know exactly the number of scenic games I have. I counted them like recently. I count them each time I get a new scenic game, but right now I have like 22 scenic games. That's the exact number. But there's actually still quite a few more that I don't have. Like for example, like I said, the Disney 2nd edition, the Harry Potter 2nd edition. Then there's also a Friends scene it, a Pirates of the Caribbean scene it. I think there's a couple of different versions of Twilight scene it. And I know there's an HBO scene it, a James Bond scene it. Yeah, just quite a few different other ones that I don't have. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I honestly thought this video was gonna take a little longer than this, but yeah, it was definitely a lot faster and more efficient just showing the front and back of the boxes. But yeah, now I'm gonna have to haul all these games back into my board game room. It's gonna be fun, he said sarcastically. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and of course ring the bell so you're notified whenever I post a new video. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll of course see you in the next video. Peace.